How feelings mask the soul. If at this moment you could completely calm your body, your thoughts, and your emotions, you would instantly become aware of your true self, the soul, and of your great body of the universe, throbbing with the joy of God. The soul would be established in its own state. Isn't it strange that the joy of God is there, yet you cannot feel it? The reason you do not know His bliss is that you are intoxicated with ego feeling, chit. If I put a screen before me, I will still be here, but you won't see me. Take the screen away, and you will see me. So the screen of feelings arising from the ego, a hamperer or body consciousness, hides God's joy. Remove the screen through meditation, and you will behold that joy. Your real nature is calmness. You have put on a mask of restlessness, the agitated state of your consciousness resulting from the stimuli of feelings. You are not that mask. You are pure, calm spirit. It is time you remember who you are, the blessed soul, a reflection of spirit. Take off the mask of feelings. Face yourself. Whenever you become angry or filled with hate, you don a guise of evil. A person who gets angry enough wants to kill. He doesn't want to, really, that is, his soul doesn't want to, but because the soul has identified itself with feeling, his anger makes him think so. Therefore, it is not good to remain in the ordinary state of human consciousness, subject to such violent emotions. You imprison yourself in various moods, and this is the cause of all your sorrows. To escape, you have to dissolve the feelings and emotions connected with body consciousness. Meditation is the way. Feelings and emotions obscure the soul. So long you have thought of yourself as having certain qualities with their characteristic feelings and emotions. Patanjali says you are masquerading as these passions and desires because you have done it for so many incarnations that you have utterly forgotten your real nature. Once you realize that each day you are only impersonating different characteristics according to your changing feelings, you will not be the same person. You will be able to cast off these delusive states. When you realize that passion and anger are not part of your true nature, these emotions will no longer have any control over you. Every person is innately wonderful. He is only to rid himself of the mask of ego consciousness. Remember that. If you put a diamond near a black cat, the diamond will reflect black. Can you then say the diamond is black? No. As soon as you remove the black cat and allow light to play on the diamond, it dazzles with its own natural luster. The black cat is your restlessness, which darkens your consciousness with emotions and obscures the light and joy of the soul. The very nature of restlessness is such that by the time you are feeling pleasure from one thing, you are already looking for something different, a persistent discontent stirred by feeling. But bliss, the joy of God hidden in your soul, is always new, always constant in your consciousness. Because it gives complete satisfaction, there is no more restlessness in you. I hope you understand the value of what I am telling you today. It is the way to freedom from all sorrow. Indulgence enslaves the soul. Perfect control of feeling makes you king of yourself. Never be addicted to anything or bound by any habit. Drinking coffee doesn't necessarily mean you are a slave to it, but if you have to have your coffee, then indeed feeling has enslaved you. As soon as you say, "No, I don't need it," let that be the end of your bondage. I never allow anything to bind me. I can eat or drink something enjoyable and then dismiss all desire for it. The thought of it is gone in that instant. Start by not catering to likes and dislikes. And give that same training to your children. You spoil your children when you say, "What would you like to eat?" Do you care for spinach? You don't have to eat it if you don't like it. By such indulgence, you make your child a slave of feeling. You may say, if we do away with our feelings and likes and dislikes, won't we become like dumb matter, useless to the world? Is that what Patanjali teaches us? No. He says that when you have mastery of your feelings, you abide in your true state. The true state of the self, the soul, is bliss, wisdom, love, peace. It is to be so happy that no matter what you are doing, you enjoy it. Isn't that much better than to blunder through the world like a restless demon, unable to find satisfaction in anything? When centered in your true self, you do every task and enjoy all good things with the joy of God. Filled with His intoxicating bliss, you joyfully perform all actions. Many people think that the Hindus teach a sort of mental annihilation, the supposed result of the cessation of desire. On the contrary, the goal of Hindu philosophy is permanent bliss. There is no freedom or happiness in ceasing to exist. The very thought of it is painful. A joy that never grows stale is what you want, and that is what Patanjali teaches you can have by becoming established in your true soul nature. A balanced attitude nurtures soul awareness. Then comes the question, how can we really take interest in anything if we neutralize desires and feelings? You have seen those who work without any interest in what they are doing. Their work and attitude show it. They don't care about the results so long as they can say they are doing their job. But the lover works very hard and conscientiously for his beloved. He will do more for the one he loves than he will for himself. This is the way to serve God, and this is how we will feel if we love God. We will work joyously for Him. At one extreme, there are people who have the idea that to get ahead in life they must work non-stop, like automatons. But the other extreme is just as bad. As soon as these people become interested in spiritual matters, they lose interest in everything else. That is the wrong attitude. It is one reason India lost her freedom. She misused the doctrine of non-attachment. She thought, so what if dirt accumulates in the hermitage? It is all right. Why bother? To do anything about it requires too much concentration on material concerns. Be non-attached. Renounce all material activity possible. Such an attitude hides mental laziness under a cloak of false spirituality. I found that truly great masters are very interested in the world, but without any attachment. When Master Swami Sri Yuxwar was given something nice, he was conscientious about looking after it. But if it was broken, he would only laugh. My care is over. It has taken so much attention. He was truly non-attached. I also feel the same way. I appreciate whatever God gives me, but I don't miss it when it is gone. Someone once gave me a beautiful coat and hat, an expensive outfit. Then began my worry. I had to be concerned about not tearing or soiling it. It made me uncomfortable. I said, Lord, why did you give me this bother? One day I was to lecture in Trinity Hall here in Los Angeles. When I arrived at the hall and started to remove my coat, the Lord told me, take away your belongings from the pockets. I did so. When I returned to the cloakroom after my lecture, the coat was gone. I was angry, and someone said, never mind, we will get you another coat. I replied, I am not angry because I lost the coat, but because whoever took it didn't take the hat that matches it, too. Don't let your feelings rule you. How can you be happy if you are all the time fussing about your clothes or other possessions? Dress neatly in clean clothes and then forget about them. Clean your house and forget it. Once I was a guest at a very nicely arranged dinner party. I had much enjoyed the dinner, but our hosts were so nervous lest things not go right that it marred the whole affair. Those who are sensitive feel your nervousness. Why worry? Do your best and then relax. Let things go on in a natural way, rather than force them. Then everyone around you will be relaxed, too. Activity is not life, it is the expression of life. But some people are so constantly active that they make themselves miserable, exploding with emotion. The ordinary person is like a pendulum, swinging back and forth from one extreme to another, always moving, always restless. This is little more than an animalistic state. The yogi, on the other hand, is always calm, centered in his true nature, like a stilled pendulum. When he is active, he can go very fast, but when he stops, he is centered again in inner and outer calmness. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.